Alright, in this video we're going to cover how to design the Bluetooth speaker in Fusion to be cut out on the laser. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on in here, but Fusion actually makes it a lot easier as opposed to having to draw every little detail out. So we're going to take advantage of Fusion's capabilities to draw this out. We're going to have to use components, and we're going to use parameters to make it easier for us. So this is just going to show you what we're trying to aim for. In this first video, we'll try to cover drawing the front and the side here and getting it set up. So to start, we'll hit New Design and make sure we choose a hybrid design because we're starting a new part and we're making components. First thing I want to do is go to my configure. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to add parameters, which is this thing right here. So I'm going to add 3 parameters. The first one, I'm just going to go to plus, and I'm just going to type in apply. This is going to be 0.1875. That is just going to be the thickness of my plywood. And that way, anytime I need to use this, I don't have to type it in. I'm going to add another parameter for the hole diameter of 0.13. I'm going to go ahead and add one more for the hole distance. And that's going to be 0.1. Not entirely necessary. It's just a nice little thing to make it a little convenient for us. So the first thing I'm going to do is start a sketch on the front plane, and I'm going to sketch out this side. The side is going to be a square, so I'm going to go ahead and use the center rectangle at the origin just to make sure I have symmetry. Go ahead and hit D for dimension, and I'm going to type in 2.875. I'm going to use that on both the sides. I'm going to go ahead and make that little cutout for the box joints in a similar way. Center rectangle, and make sure you find the center point where when it shows that triangle, that means we found the center. I could do this a few different ways. I'm going to go ahead and draw it every time. I could have done a pattern or a mirror since it's symmetrical, but I'm just going to show how to draw it out. So I can hit D for dimension and make the top 1.5, and the distance from the square to the rectangle apply. So once I type in P, that pops up when I select it and hit enter. So I need all these to be the same. I can dimension each one similarly, or I can actually just go to the equal, and I'll change, since this is dimension, I click on that and I click on a non-dimension one, and they should all change to the same size. Same thing with the side of the rectangle. I'm just going to keep referencing the top one to the other ones, and that should fully constrain my sketch. Alright, I'm going to extrude this, just this middle part here, to apply. And I'm going to go ahead and hit New Component. So here I have my side. I'm going to go ahead and rename my component 1 to side 1. It's just good to make sure to name things so it's easier to navigate as we go forward. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is sketch out the front. So I'm going to put the front on this face here. So I'm going to hit Create Sketch and select that face. And then I'm going to do a 2-point rectangle. Make sure I go from this corner and that corner out. Since I can't snap it to that corner, I'm just going to use the coincident constraint and put these two right on top of each other. I'm going to hit D for dimension and dimension this to 5.875. Next thing I'm going to do is kind of a similar cutout. So I'm going to go to my center rectangle and make sure I select the midpoint. I'm going to do that on the bottom as well. So I want this one now to be 3. So I dimension the top to 3, and I dimension this spacing again to apply. So I'm just showing you can do it in multiple ways. So this sketch is done for now. I'm going to go ahead and extrude it. So when I extrude it, I'll just make sure I hit new component, and the distance should be -ply. So hopefully this is saving us a little bit of time here. The one issue it has, this is not selected, but this one I can't deselect it, which is fine for now. We'll fix that later. So at this point, we have a couple sides drawn out. We're making some good progress. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And here I'm just make sure you title it speaker and then your name. So I'm just going to call it tutorial.